What we got if we don't got? What we got if we don't got?
What's good, C-Squad family? It's your boy Clarence, and I'm back with another video. I'm here without my wife this time, and I'll be doing a video today on how I knew that she was the one. So, you know, we got married 2 years ago, so I was 24 when we got married, and she was 25. And one of the questions that I get all the time is, you know, being that you were so young, how did you know that she was the one for you? And you know, it's cheesy to say that God told me, but honestly, that's what happened. And no, it wasn't no audible voice coming out of the sky, light shining down like, Clarence, Crystal is your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing like that. It was more of an impression upon my heart. I was minding my own business, you know, not even thinking about her, and I felt like God had put it on my heart that she was the one for me. And so yeah, like that's how it happened. But there were some qualities that I needed to see in her that would solidify my desire for her to be my wife. And so here are the top 5 of those specific qualities. Number 1 was that she loved God. I decided to give my life to Christ for real at the age of 16, and so my personal desire for the woman that I married would be that she loved God, and not just out of her mouth, you know, saying that she was a Christian type of thing, but somebody that actively pursued Christ, somebody that actively desired to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. And so and she exemplified those perfectly. Not saying that she was perfect by no means, but it was her heart's desire to pursue God. It was her heart's desire to live out what it is that she read in the scriptures. And she was a lot farther along than I was in that pursuit. And so yeah, like just her love and her desire for God really drew me to her. Yeah. Number 2, she loved her family. I grew up in a family where we were everything to each other. You know what I'm saying? We had each other back no matter what. We stuck together through thick and thin, regardless of our misunderstandings, or regardless of not agreeing on certain things, or even sometimes fighting each other. We loved each other, and so that was very important for me when it came to my wife, or my potential wife. She had to have a love for her family, and her family dynamics are different than mine, but the love is still there. Like, you still can feel and sense the love when they were around each other. When I would go and hang out with them, you know, you still could feel the love. You can sense the love. You could experience the love that they have for each other. And to know that my potential wife had that very same love for her family that I had for mine, I knew that that we would be great together, that we would make a great family together. And here we are. Number 3, I would say, would be that she saw my potential beyond my flaws. So me and my wife have never been ones to portray or to say that we are the perfect Christians, or, you know, give the impression that we didn't have our sin issues, you know, during our relationship. But she saw the potential in me to be a great man of God, to be a great husband, and to be a great friend. And so she decided to stick it out. And to me, that spoke volumes, because, you know, I was used to people, you know what I'm saying, being judgmental, and like, once you make one mistake, that's it. Like, you're never seen the same in their eyes again. And to know that I was with somebody who, you know, that not allowed me to sin or not allowed me to mess up and act like everything is okay, you know what I'm saying? But she also didn't hold it against me. You know what I'm saying? Her level of forgiveness, her capacity to forgive me was just unexplainable, man. Number four, she pushed me. Um, she encouraged me to pursue my passions, to pursue my dreams. We talked all the time, just about certain things that we wanted to do, certain things that we wanted to see in our lives, certain things that we didn't want to see in our lives that we saw in past generations. And so, as a dancer, I love dancing. And so as a dancer, she would always encourage me, like, make sure you're watching these videos. Make sure, what I'm saying, you're practicing. She would always ask me what you're working on. What I'm saying, what you've been listening to. Um, she was always my biggest supporter, my biggest, cheerleader, and and for me that was amazing because everybody wants somebody in their corner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants that person that's gonna push them to be great. Whether we say it or not. And so to have found that in her was an amazing gift. Was an amazing quality that I saw in her. Knowing that throughout these next you know 50, 60, 70 years that we spend together, I will know that she will always be there to encourage me and to push me, even when I don't feel like being pushed. I think that was one of the biggest things. Like, there were times where I wanted to just give up, my dreams of working with kids. I wanted to give up on my desires of dancing because, I felt like I wasn't good enough or whatever. And she would always be right there like, listen, I understand how you feel, what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're going to have to suck it up and you're going to have to get to work, what I'm saying? Because you've been gifted, in these areas. And so, that was one of the biggest qualities that I loved about her, was that she didn't allow me to stay stuck where I was, but she pushed me to grow. She pushed me to be better. She pushed me to do better. And I love her for that. And finally, number five, the very last one. This one was big for me. I could trust her, which was huge for me. Growing up, I didn't trust a lot of people outside of my family because of certain things that happened as I was growing up. And, that's another story for another time. But those different issues created a distrust between people. And so if you were outside of my immediate family, then, like, I didn't really, trust you. Or if you weren't the boys that I grew up with, who became family, then, there was no need for me to trust you because, you could be here today, gone tomorrow. You could say this thing, today, and then turn your back on me tomorrow, talking about me behind my back tomorrow, So that developed a trust issue. So, me and my wife, we actually started out as friends first. We became friends working at a summer camp one year, and we developed our friendship for a year before we ever started dating, and that kind of created that foundation of trust between us. And so, along the years, I began to open up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and develop this trust that I have for her now. And and that was huge for me. Knowing that I could trust her with my life, knowing that I could trust her with my weaknesses, knowing that I could trust her with my struggles, knowing that I could trust her with my dreams, knowing that I could trust her with the things that were on my heart, my concerns. That was huge for me, and so that definitely played a role in my decision to ask her to marry me and spend the rest of her life with me. And I can honestly say that I am truly blessed to have her in my life. I'm not sure where, I would be if it wasn't, for her being there to push me, being there to encourage me, being there to love me when I felt like I shouldn't be loved because of some of the decisions that I chose to make along the way. Like I said, I'm not perfect, and I will never claim to be, but I am actively pursuing Christ, and she helps me do that. and it's amazing to be able to share this experience, this life with, you know, somebody that I love as much as I love her. And yeah, man, that's my top 5. She loves God. She loves her family. She pushes me, and she sees my potential beyond my flaws, and I can trust her with everything. And so yeah, man, keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button down below. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. And I'm out.
Vulnerable and then reveal stuff. That kind of dealing with your past and get healed stuff. Fellas say they real tough, but nothing brave.